It's a Week 2 rematch between Arizona and Mississippi State. These two teams played last year in Week 2. Mississippi State won by double digits on the road, sprayed up and covered that spread. Now they get the rematch in Starkville. The line is much shorter this year. Does Arizona have a chance to show the outright upset covering the point spread? Well, I'll let you know where the early sharp money was. There was an early sharp money move in this game, and I'll tell you where the professional bettors and how they're playing it in just a moment. Hey, quick reminder, I'm Steve Merrill here on Wager Talk TV, part of wagertalk.com. And if you like what you're seeing, do us a quick favor. Leave us a thumbs up, a like, and also some comments below. I personally read all the comments and I reply back. Let me know your questions, your thoughts, your comments on this game or any games on the college football card this Saturday, September 9th. Week 2 is here, and there's a ton of great value on the board. And the early sharp money came in on this one on the home team, Mississippi State. Opened around 8.5, 9 in most locations, and by Monday morning, it was already bet up to -10 across the board. Even some 10.5s, and we saw a little bit of a buyback to 10. So the early sharp professional bettors did come in on Mississippi State. And I think part of the reason is because this line was very short compared to last year's number. Let's put it in perspective. A year ago in Week 2, Mississippi State was a 12.5-point favorite at Arizona. Not only did they cover, but they won 39-17, won outright on the road by 22, covered the 12.5, and now back at home a year later on their home field, they're laying a shorter number. Now, there's, of course, a couple reasons. The biggest one was the unfortunate sudden passing of head coach Mike Leach, really threw the Mississippi State program into turmoil in the offseason. Defensive coordinator Zach Arnett took over. It's his first year there, but they looked pretty solid last week in Week 1. Not much of a test, obviously, against Southeast Louisiana. Mississippi State was a 31-point favorite. They won the game by 41 points, 48-7. And their defense was solid, gave up only 83 rushing yards on 26 carries. But once again, not much of a step up or not much of a test. It's a huge step up in class now. But same thing for Arizona. They were also impressive in their 38-3 win, straight up in ATS as a 29-point favorite, only winning by 30, not 5, though. So not quite as an impressive win against the spread. And they did take advantage, despite having 2 turnovers, they did take advantage of the 1 turnover by Northern Arizona. But still, these are 2 cupcake teams. Both teams are stepping up in class, but I do think the situational setup is tougher now for Arizona on their first true road game of the season. And keep in mind, Arizona last year did make some good strides under their second-year head coach, Jedd Fisch, who's now in his 3rd year. Very good offensive team last year, and they returned a ton of talent on that offensive side, but their defense was awful last year, and they're only the 126th most defensive efficiency returning. Maybe that's a good thing. They got rid of the problems. But until we see otherwise, you really have to be worried about that Arizona defense. They gave up 37 points a game last year and over 460 yards per game. And keep in mind, last year, despite going 5-7 straight up, after going 1-16 the 2 previous years, they obviously improved going 5-7. They still only outgained statistically 3 of those 12 teams last year. And that's another reason I believe that we saw some early sharp money coming on Mississippi State, pushing this line from 9 up to 10 early in the week. Hey, if you want more information like this, stay tuned here to Wager Talk TV. Great college and pro football videos all week long here on this channel. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, the like, and subscribe, and hit that bell for instant alerts when videos and shows go live, including my Week 1 NFL Fade the Public report, which will be available later this week here on Wager Talk TV. Every week I tell you the most public sides in the NFL, and fading them long-term on the blind has made you money. You don't want to miss the Week 1 edition here. And don't forget also about a great 3-week football special right now at wagertalk.com. Get the next 3 weeks of college and pro football combined for just $7 a day. No promo code needed. That special is available right now on my page, Steve Merrill, wagertalk.com. And stay right here on Wager Talk TV for more great college and pro football content.